Hey everybody, so today we're going to be playing a 3-player game. We got 3 staff members here, myself, Chase. I'm going to be playing as Kaito. Kaito and Raph here. We also have Dawn playing Michelle and Ivy, and then Gareth will be playing Javi and Ray. So we've all got our decks set up. We have the study in place here, so we are ready to begin the game. First up, we're going to go ahead and draw our starting hand here. Got 6 cards. And who was the last person to win a battle? I won my
Definitely not me.
locals last night for playing in a TCG. So does that count? I think it counts. I haven't won anything today.
Yeah, I'd say that counts.
I'd say it counts.
All
So,
right. So
leave it to you.
I got to take the first player token then. So I get to start things off. So I could swap cards around. We could take some cards. You know, that Surging Strike looks pretty good there. So you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and go grab that Surging Strike. I'm going to discard a Warder and a Jelly Cane here as my wild to summon the Surging Strike. So we're going to go ahead and use that play ability there. Plus power for each card in my hand. I still have 4 even after my discard. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some cubes out there. I think I'm just going to throw them all over here into the summit. Sounds good to me. And that's it for me. Oh, okay. Gareth?
All right, so over to me. I think we're just going to kind of play defensive. So we're just going to play a jungle tactics.
Okay.
It says discard instead. If anybody wants to attack me, that's my turn. So I'm going to play a card. Dawn, over to you.
All right. I will go ahead and I guess start going for some mastery cubes with a jelly cane.
Okay. A nice slow game here. No one's being overly aggressive. Not too bad. I think I am going to go play this Patalamander here. I'm going to kick out my Lady Seer here. So I'll go ahead and draw one, discard one for the Patalamander. I think I'm going to, yeah, I'll get rid of this Terror Chick. I've already got one in play. I feel pretty good about that. And we have our Surging Strike. When you play a card from your hand, plus power. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a power, I guess, over here. And unfortunately, my Lady Seer is going to kind of fizzle a little bit. I can supplant, but no one else has played cubes yet. But I can draw a card, discard a card at least. So I will get some value there. Ooh, man, lots of good cards here. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my Gambit card. I know, interesting play, I know. And that's it for me. Got a Shadow Herb from Gareth. A stun everyone's 2s. I thankfully have a chicken to protect me. So my Terror Chick will take that. Fortunately, Dawn doesn't have anything. No protection.
Nope.
Okay.
And nothing pushes out. So Dawn, over to you.
All right. I play out this channeling here to gain 2 mastery, and then each student who defends gains a mastery.
No, I cannot. So no masteries for me.
Okay. So I will defend. It says discard this instead and prepare 1 mastery. Prepare a surging strike.
I was looking at that one for myself. I kind of wanted a second one. Okay, I'm just going to play a Warder here. So I'm going to prepare. The Ward spell looks pretty nice with that. The drawing. Hydrophant also looks pretty good though. Choices. I think I'm going to take the Ward spell. It's a bit of a personal preference, really. And then I played a card from my hand, so my Surging Strike will let me play out another cube here. Gareth, here you go.
All right, we are going to play a Lady Seer and a Shadow Herb. We are also going to spend a mastery because this card over here says that I can spend a mastery to change the resource type. And then I'm going to change that to grab this Hydrophone right here.
Did go for the Hydrophone.
Because I had discarded this card, I don't get to push anything out. So I will just play this here. That will give me 3 power, and I will place it over in the. Then I'll place it in the Peaceful Glade. Discarded. Let's go over here, and that is it for my turn.
Okay. I am going to use my mastery here. 2 mastery cubes and discard a card to summon a card with at least 1 matching style. So I'm going to discard I'm gonna discard the Petalamander to summon Rapture. And I'm gonna push out to the left here, or the right, excuse me. And when I get the Rapture, I can get 2 cubes, and I can pay a Mastery cube. If I do, I get to supplant a cube in the same field. So I think I will go for 2 cubes into the summit, and I will pay a Mastery cube to supplant one of Chase's cubes.
Grrr. Okay. Well, I think that upset me. So I'm just going to stun everybody's 2 slot. And then my cannon will kick off. And I'll drop another one over here in the glade. And that's it for me.
Oh, and I did miss an ongoing. Apologies.
Oh,
Each
yes.
time I summon a card, I do get a cube.
Oh, yeah, go throw that out there.
Cube goes there. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate that because now I have a cube to supplant. So I will. No, so that was Chase's turn, right? So it is mine. I will play the Jelly King. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 2 mastery. Okay, Tabletopia. There we go. And then my Lady Seer allows me to supplant and then draw and discard a card. So the first thing pushed out here, so either in blue or red. And there just happens to be a cube in red that I can supplant. So here we go. And then I will draw and discard. Over to you.
All right. I will go ahead and play the shot of herb, and let's go out this one. So everyone is going to stun their 2 card in the 2 slot.
All right.
And then for the Petalamander leaving the exit effect, I get nothing because there is no exit effect. So that just goes to discard. And that's going to be it.
Okay. Getting 2 mastery.
Oh, yeah, it would help.
Chase's-
It would help if I
He's
wasn't
on,
muted.
he's
Oh,
on you.
all right. So I went ahead and played my Jelly Cane to get me 2. Kicked out my Petalamander, and then I gained the 1 from my Surging Strike
Got it.
there.
Yep.
Yep. So go ahead and give me that lead back over there.
Sorry about that. Let's see. So I am going to. Let's just go ahead and put another shield out. Get my warder. So that's just going to give me a defense card, so nothing on the play effect. And then the warder gain 1 VP. If it exited 3, which it did not, I would gain another mastery. But I would just gain 1 VP, and that is over to you.
All right, we have both
Okay.
passed, so it's the Dawn show now.
All right. I am going to. Let's start with the Lady Seer. Oh, there's a cube under there. All right. So I get to put a cube in any of the fields that I want here for the Lady Seer coming into play. And then the exit effect is an attack. Each opponent may give me 1 mastery or 1 VP, and if not, I stun each of their ferocity cards.
Well, I don't have either of those, and I don't have any ferocity cards, so nothing from me.
You have mastery, don't you?
Oh, I do. What? Do you get mastery?
You do. Yes. Each opponent may give a mastery or a VP.
Okay. Well, you don't get
If
any
not
of that
stun.
either, so because I don't have I don't have any ferocity cards, so I'm not worried.
So you're giving her your mastery?
I'm not. It says May.
Hey, you pick. Do you want to give her mastery or you want to give her a 1 VP? You're not going to give her either?
Nope.
Well, fine.
So that stuns this card because if you have an attack card, you're stunning. Attack cards will get stunned here. All right, back to you because me and Chase both passed.
Okay. Then I will play Jelly Cane to get 2 mastery, and the exit effect of the shot of herb, I get a power. It did not exit from 3, so I don't get 2, but I get 1, and I'm going to put that into.
You cannot.
No,
Yeah.
red or green.
There we go.
Good, because we didn't want to resolve that tie anyway.
No, I'll just take the points instead.
Yep. All right, so we're all played out now. So go ahead and count up the fields here. I will have the Peaceful Glade here for 5 VP, and I get to prepare a card. And you know what? Why have 1 when I could have 2 ward spells? And then Gareth will get 3 VP. Going over to the middle here, Dawn 1, so she'll get 3 VP and the first player token for next round. And Gareth will get 1 VP for second. And then the third field, we're actually tied for first. So Dawn and I both will get 7 VP for this one.
Okay.
All right.
Draw our cards here. Draw from prep first, and then I had exactly 4 left. So no cycling discard just yet for me.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
All right. Well, I am going to start with a water. Push out to the left. So I get to prepare 1. I think I am going to prepare. I'm going to prepare this doubling cube.
Pretty solid. Get them draws.
And then I get the Lady Seer exiting effect, which kind of like Chase before. There's no cubes to supplant, but I do get to draw and then discard. So I do not have anything to draw, so I actually get to put something into my grade pile. I think these are all good. There we go. I will discard a Terror Chick.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm going to go ahead and drop one of these ward spells here. I'll kick out this stunned card. This is going to let me draw 2, or draw 1, discard 1, draw 1, discard 1, but I'm out of cards in my deck. So first I need to find something to grade. Might be that. I just got a lot of vanillas here. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Cunning. Let's go ahead and flip that. Use the best Tabletopia skills I can muster. And we will draw 1 and discard something. What do we want to discard? Doesn't do me any good. That doesn't do me any good. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and discard this Shadow Herb since everyone's 2s are already stunned. I'll draw another one and discard. I'm going to discard this Terror Chick since I just played a shield anyways. And then my Surging Strike will trigger here. So I played a card from my hand, so I got to play out a free cube. Let's go ahead and, that worked pretty well last time. We'll throw it over here into the Peaceful Glade, and I'll kick it over to Gareth.
All right. We're going to play Surging Strike. We're going to push out this way. So I have 5 cards in my hand. And so I will place them all over here in the summit.
I love doing that play. That's a fun one. All right. I am going to play another warder, and we're going to push to the right. So I'll prepare another card here. Let's prepare the Bow Whistle.
Okay, I'll refill it.
The Jelly Cane exiting effect. I get to grade a card from my discard or preparation area. I will grade the Ballast Whistle.
Nice. Cool play, cool play. I am going to play my tactic card here. So, and we're going to go ahead and push to the right. Push out that herb. And let's see. Neither of y'all can defend against it. So I'm going to get a place out 2 power. Definitely a card that scales with higher player count games. Then my Shadow Herb here. If it exits from 3, I got to put out 2 cubes. Sorry, definitely not 3. I'm gonna come over here and put a little bit in the summit as well. Not quite 5, but every little bit helps. And then my cannon will trigger. I got to throw out some cubes here too. And you know what? I'll throw 1 in the middle. Someone actually has to kind of work for it. And that's it for me.
Okay. I'll just play a little bit defensively. Get some of my stun cards out. So nothing on the play effect, nothing on the push out effect, but I have an ongoing. I will join you so I can play it in either the summit or the village, and I think I'll join you over here in the village. On, over to you.
All right. I will go ahead and play out the Shot of Herb. I'll push out to the right here. So I'll stun each of your cards in the 2 slot.
Okay. It's just his chicken, but for me, that is my ward spell.
Yep.
Stun this card instead, gain 1 VP, or swap 2 other cards in your plan. You know what? I think I'm just going to take the VP because I like the 2 cards I have on the ends. You know what? Actually, I take that back. This looks like a good one. We'll do that. And my go?
It is.
All right. Well, you got rid of 1 ward spell, so we better play another one. So I will get to draw 1, discard 1. Some good cards. Let's get rid of this Terror Chick. Then I'll draw another 1 and discard 1. I don't really need this warder right now. So then our Surging Strike will trigger. We're gonna play another cube out. Throw it in the middle. We're gonna have a jelly cannon war over here, just shooting jellies at each other. And then my exiting effect from Cunning Gambit is another draw 1, discard 1, draw 1, discard 1. Ooh. What do we get rid of? I do like the cycle. The cycle has been pretty fun, but maybe we don't need quite so much. I'm going to get rid of that. And then my last card in deck here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and ditch a Lady Seer. And that is it for me.
And did you get your Surging Strike effect for playing a card?
I did. Yep. Shot it into the village.
Oh, I see.
All right. We will. I guess we're just going to play defensive again. So we'll play another one of our jungle tactics. No play effect. The defense out there because I played a card from hand. Surging Strikes ongoing will trigger, and we'll place it. We'll place it over here.
You can't, because Surging Strike only plays the other two.
You're right. I forgot it shifted down. We will place it here where I was originally going to place it.
Initial
Dawn, over to you.
instinct was correct. All right.
Okay. I'm coming for you over there.
I see that.
I'm going to use my mastery here and use up 2 of these mastery cubes to discard. I'll discard a Lady Seer to summon Hangust. And we're going to shift over to the right. And the attack on entrance is to stun each opposing active card. If this is defended, I grade 1 from my discard, which both of your active cards are the defending cards anyways.
I'm just going to gain a VP this time with mine.
I'm just going to prepare a card.
And I grade my channeling. And then I get to gain a VP and a mastery because this left from spot 3. So
I'm going to play a Petalamander, or our jelly. And because actually, I probably shouldn't do that, because if I do that, I won't have anything to grade with the jelly, because everything will go back. So, that's stunned. So we're going to flip it like this. We're just going to play out a jelly to get 2 more mastery, to kick out a jelly.
Okay.
And then our jelly effect here. Really have much good stuff in here. Let's just do the Shadow Herb. That's it for me.
All right. We will. I'm gonna play the Jelly Cane. That's gonna get me 2 mastery.
Oh, I did not trigger
And
my
then-
cannon. I got to trigger my cannon before you trigger your cannon to know where you want to
go
play.
ahead.
So keep firing it in the middle.
And then so then I will follow suit and I'll go to the middle. Over to you, Don.
all right, I will go ahead and we'll do my mastery again. These 2 cubes. And discard a Terra Chick to summon a card with at least 1 matching style, which is going to be the Tortu. And I'll bump out to the right again. So I get 1 VP and a mastery because the warder left from spot 3. And that'll be it.
Okay, so now I have to do something. I kind of want that Magi Bee, but I'd have to prepare it. All right, I'm going to discard this Petalamander, and we're going to go ahead and prepare this Magi Bee. That's it for me.
All right. We are going to supplant. So we are going to use my mastery. It's going to spend all 4 of mine. And we're going to supplant twice. We are going to supplant in the Peaceful Glade. Go over here. Base, you can have those. And I will take these. And that is my entire turn.
Okay.
That was a very rude turn.
I told you I was coming for you. I gave you 2 turns ahead to prepare and practice.
Did warn you. It was coming. All right. I'm going to play channeling and go out to the
You and attack cards.
right again. I know. I've been all over 'em. All right. So I get 2 mastery, and each student who defends gains a mastery as well.
None of us defend, unfortunately.
Yep, bit of a bummer there.
And then the Shada Herb did exit, and it exited from spot 3. So I'm going to get to place 2 cubes into either the village or the summit. Okay, I will go here.
Okay, my go.
That is a very crowded summit. Yep, it is over to you, Chase.
All right, well, I'm going to play this Lady Seer here. I'm going to kick out this stunned card. Actually, no. I have a better plan, a much better plan. Even though I just revealed to you my dirty secret card that I have, I should use my mastery. So we're going to spend 2 here so we can swap to get that jelly to the end of the line. Okay, here we go. Does that keep flipping?
Did you play the card?
And then play a card from
Swap
hand.
and then play a
So
card from hand.
now we get to drop the Lady Seer.
Yep.
So we got to place out a power, which we'll go ahead and drop that over here. Our cannon will shoot, and we'll shoot into the glade there. That's the glade, right? Yep. And we get to, ooh, there's a choice. I think I'm actually just going to, yeah, because we can do preparation area. I'm actually going to do this Magi Bee as my target. And that's it for me. I am now passed. So, Gareth, it's up to you. There's no one to stop you. We're all out of cards.
There's no one to stop me. I could play both my cards, put both of those out with this guy. Do I want to do that? That would be 8 points. All right. I think I'm just going to take a risk. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to go for points. Probably not the smartest idea, but I'm going to prepare. So I will prepare. I will prepare one. I will take the field guide. Okay. Because I played a card from my hand, I will place one over here.
You will not.
Why not?
Because you can't play to the glade.
Why can't I? Oh, sorry. I'm thinking the warder. You're right. I will go there. That is what I meant. That's fine. I don't care if we're tied there. And then I'll come over here and I will prep. I will grade one card from my discard in my prep area. Let's prep that over here. And then the last thing I will do is I will play the Talamander. I'll go ahead and push that out because I don't need the extra cube. I will draw one and gain one. I will grade that card. I will shuffle up my deck. I draw a card and immediately discard it, and then I will pass.
Okay. So over here in the Peaceful Glade, I'm winning there. So I'll take 5 VP and prepare a card. And then Gareth will take 3 VP, which this works out great because I really wanted this bounce orb as soon as I saw it flipped over. And over here in the middle, Gareth is going to take that. He's going to take the first player token and get himself 3 VP. I'll take just 1 VP. And then way over here in the summit, Dawn and I are tied for second. So we'll both get 4 VP. And then Gareth is going to get a whopping 7. Ooh, someone is taking some really aggressive turns now. Might need to put you in your place a little bit, I think. Take it down a notch. Unfortunately, you're the person with all the supplant stuff, so it's a little bit difficult. Okay, and my deck is empty, so I have to grade. I don't really have... Oh, I got that. I can grade that. That's fine. All right, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yep. Okay, I will kick us off. Pretty simple move. I will just play a Jelly Cane, push out my other Jelly Cane. I will gain 2 mastery, and I will grade this warder over here.
Simple but elegant.
That's it.
I heard a click. Did someone's VP go up?
No, one of my VPs went down. I don't know why.
Oh.
I think because I moved the first player token.
Discard a Lady Seer to summon Lucerno.
No, my cannon.
There you go. Stun each opposing card in the 1 slot.
Alrighty.
And then the exiting effect on the Chengust is to reveal the top card of any deck, and I gain mastery equal to its value. I am going to reveal the top card of the study deck. I guess, yeah, reveal it. So it is Ballast Whistle for 3 victory points. So I get 3 mastery, and that's it.
Okay, well that was quite rude. Me and that cannon have been doing real well. I think.
A little too well there, so
Yeah.
Gotta stop that.
Let's see, I think I don't need a supplant yet because there's nothing to supplant. So I think I'm just going to kind of slow play a little bit. We're going to play a Jelly Cane to give myself 2 mastery, and then we'll kick out my poor stunned cannon. To you, Gareth.
All right, we will. We're going to play the field guide and discard the top card of my deck. It is a Terrachik. Gain its play effect or its exit effect. There is no play, so I will gain 2 power as its exit effect. So you supplant in the Glade of the Village. So we will play 2 to the summit.
Smart move. Smart move.
Dawn, over to you.
Okay. I am going to play a Lady Seer, and I will get a cube, and let's put it into the summit. And then the exit effect of the Tortu, I get to supplant 2, so...
I wonder where she's going.
Only 2 I can do. All right. That'll do it.
Undoing my turn.
You know, I try. I do my best.
I'm going to spend 2 here to use my ability. We're going to swap these 2. Well, yeah, that's fine. We're going to swap these 2 here and then play a card from my hand to do something or another that involves doing things of some type. Yes, I am stalling. Ooh, you got rid of your defense card. You don't have any defense cards. Let's play a Shadow Herb. Let's stun both of y'all's 2 slots. And I get a Grade card. The only card I've got is my cannon, so that's it for me.
All right, well, a turn too late, but we will play the Hydrophon, and we will play 3 to the grade.
As you do.
And this gains 1 BP and exited 3, so I will also gain 1 mastery, then 1 BP.
Okay. I am going to use my mastery and discard a card to summon a card with at least 1 matching style. I am going to actually discard Doubling Cube to summon the Illusion.
Oh,
and
discarded the Doubling Cube.
This way. All right. And then on the exiting effect, I get to supplant a cube.
Ruthless.
All right. I had a whole 2 cubes out in all 3 fields last round, so I got to make up for it this round.
I'm going to play another Jelly Cane. We're going to kick this card out, which I don't even remember what it was. Oh, yeah, my ward spell. And just get myself 2 mastery. That's it for me.
We are going to spend 2 cards in mastery cubes to make these both wild. And we're going to take the Ballast Whistle.
Dang. Spender.
Is it?
Alrighty. I'm going to use my mastery again and discard a shot of herb to pick up and summon a Sylphunk.
You're going to have to pay an extra mastery. Yep.
Grab the wrong card. The bounce orb, sorry.
The one I wanted, of course. Classic Dawn.
I know. Stealing your cards. How many times have I done it just today?
At least like 4, I think.
So let's out this way here. And I get +2 power cubes or 4 if I have any stunned cards in my plan instead, which I do. So I get 4. Let's send them over here to the glade. And then on exit, for the Jelly Cane, I get to grade a card from my discard or preparation area. I'm going to grade Channeling. That'll do it.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to play a Bounce Orb from my hand then, if that's the case. We'll send it this way. I have a stun card as well, so I'm going to go ahead and throw me some cubes over there. And then my Lady Seer is actually going to supplant one of yours. Aha. And then I got to draw 1 card and discard 1 card. We'll do a chicken. Goodbye, Terra Chick. All right, that's it for me.
All right. I will play Lady Seer. I will gain 1 in the red. This pushes out. I gain 2. I will gain 2 over here. I'm not winning. I'm tied. And so I will gain 1 BP.
Nice. Okay. I will play a Petalamander, and I get to draw and then discard. I'll discard Terra Chick. And then the passive from the Illusion, every time I draw and discard, I get 2 power cubes. So let's go 2 over here. And the card that exited was stunned, so nothing from that.
Okay. Well, I don't really have too much excitingness to do just yet. I think I'm just going to play a Terra Chick. I'm going to kick out my little Jelly Cane so I can grade my ward spell. Yeah, that's it. Not very exciting.
I've passed. So Dawn, it's over to you.
All right. Well, I will play another Petalamander, and I get to draw and then discard, which I'm just discarding what I draw. And then the Illusion passive, I get 2 more cubes. So let's actually go here. And then on the Lady Seer's exit, I get to supplant, and then I get to draw and discard. So let's go supplant on here in the summit and draw and discard. And every time I draw and discard for Illusion, I get to another 2 power cubes, but I don't have any more, so can't do that this time around.
That was close. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, oh no, she's gonna take it over. Oh no, she has to supplant first, and she only has one cube. Thankfully.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay. Last card for me here. Let's see. I mean, I could get spicy and use my ability to switch the Terra Chick, but I don't think that's really needed. I'm fine with tying there. Yeah. So I'm just going to play a warder here. Kick this. I can prepare a one card of my desire. Let's see. When you play, prepare that. Not bad. Similar. I don't have much of that. What is my stun card? Ooh, it's a ward spell. Yeah. I will prepare this Sylphunk. Then my bounce orb, stun each opposing highest value victory point value card. So bounce orb or illusion or your ballast
Done
whistle
this instead, and
or
I will
Hydra.
gain 4 mastery. Technically, I'd gain 5 mastery, but the max is 5, so I can't gain 6 because the stun card would, and then the Hydrophone would also pop off. But the max any player can have is 5.
Oh wow. All right, and so we're all passed now, so we'll go ahead and calculate up. First, we got the Peaceful Glade, which we're tied at, so we'll both get 5 VP. And we both prepare a card. No idea who goes first. I would assume you would go first, since you would be the first after the first person that would take the turn.
Okay, I will prepare the hourglass.
Of course you will. Of course you'll take the one card that I would want. What else is new? Golly. I think you planned this. I'm just going to take this Earth Bauble. That seems fine. Okay. And then to the middle now, Dawn will win, take the first player token and 3 VP. Gareth will get 1 VP. And then over here in the summit, oh, I'm not even here. Oh, so sad. Dawn will get 7 VP and Gareth will get 4. And I am ready whenever.
We are heading into the 4th and final round.
Already?
Yep. Okay. Think we're all ready?
Yep.
All right.
You're first.
Yes. I am going to start with a jelly cane here. Get 2 mastery.
My go?
Here you go.
Alright, I'm going to play this Sylphunk that I got. And it's going to let me get my ward spell back. And then my Terra Chick will let me throw out some cubes. So I'm going to throw some over here into the glade. So preparing isn't too big a deal at the end of the game. But 5 VP is not too bad. Gareth, go for it.
All right, we'll just play some defense this way, and that's it.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and play this hourglass, and I'm actually going to shift out to the left. So the hourglass comes in. It's an attack. I get 2 power cubes into the red field, into the village. And if this is defended, I get a plus power cube to each other field.
Man, 1 turn ahead. At a cool play I was going to do, but oh well. That Earth Bauble lets me copy the on play, so I was going to copy that ward spell on play. Pretty good.
And then the Owlusion exited, so I'd get to supplant 2 and draw a card. So goodbye Chase's cubes.
Wow.
Draw 1, and Owlusion goes to the discard. Okay, I'm done.
Well, that ruined everything. So I'm going to play this Earth Bauble. Here, I'll push out my Warder, which is going to give me a Veep and another Mastery. We're at the max. That's it for me.
I'm just going to spend 4 mastery to supplant 2, and we will supplant over in the blade. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. I am going to use my mastery and discard. I'm going to discard the warder to summon the foresight. I get to reveal a card from my hand and gain its entrance or attack effect. So I think I will reveal. Let's just reveal this Lady Seer. So I get to put out a cube. I'll put that in the summit. And then the jelly cane did exit, so I get to grade a card from my discard or preparation area. And I think that's it.
Alright, I think I'm going to spend 2 mastery. Swap some cards around. Let's do that. that. And then I'm going to play this warder to kick this out. Oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I don't have a jelly. Preparing anything doesn't do me any good. Okay, so I'm still gonna do the swap, but I'm gonna play a Petalamander to get the kick. So, right?
Speaking of Petalamanders, I did not trigger mine when I summoned the Foresight.
Ooh, go ahead and do it. It's still pretty close, so.
Okay, there you go.
All right, I'm gonna grade this bounce orb before I draw and discard. I gotta shuffle first. That's cheating. There we go. And then discard something. You know what? I guess it makes sense to discard this warder. Well, no, it doesn't. Unfortunately, I'm gonna do the Terror Chick. I could still potentially draw into a jelly. And then my Silfunk plus power and +1 for each fortitude in your plan itself, and then my Earth Bauble, so I get to play out 3 somewhere. Let's see if we can get some points on the board over here in the summit. And that's it for me.
Did you place 3 out?
Yep.
1 place. Oh yeah, never mind. 1 and then 2 more. Never mind.
Yep.
I read that card wrong. All right. Man, I am just not popping off today. We're just gonna go Surging Strike, and we're just gonna place 4 in the summit and just see what happens. That's it. That's all I can do.
Fair enough.
Okay. Let's do a Jelly Cane, and I'll get 2 Mastery Cubes. And then the Hourglass Exiting, I get to look at the top card of my deck, and I play it in the 1 slot or grade it. So let's see what this is.
I'll look away.
Lady Seer.
Oh,
Let's,
well, you didn't have to say it. It doesn't say reveal, so.
It's true. I mean, I could grade it, but it's getting played, so it's a Lady Seer.
Fair.
So I guess I now get the Foresight Exiting effect.
Well, make sure you get your Lady Seer, right? Look.
Yeah, I do get the
yeah,
entrance effect, yeah.
Yep.
Let's go into the Glade. And then now I can discard the top card of any deck and gain its exit effect, or gain VP equal to its card power or value. Let's do my deck.
Interesting.
Oops, so it's gonna get discarded. It's Pengost. So,
Reveal the top card of another deck.
do I want to, or do I want to just get 1 VP? I think I'm actually just gonna take the VP.
Okay. Michael?
Okay.
And all that time, I forgot what my whole plan was. I don't know if I have a real plan, honestly.
See, that was my plan. Play a bunch of stuff and make you forget what you're doing.
Ah, well played. All right, Petalamander. We're going to kick out this herb. We're going to draw 1 card, discard 1 card. All right, Warder, your time has come. And then get 2 cubes if it exited from 3. Cool. And throw those over here in the summit. And that's it for my exciting turn.
All right. We're gonna play the field guide, so we're gonna push out this way. So the first thing we'll do is we'll do the play effect. Discard the top card of your deck. That was a Petalamander. I get to draw and discard a card. Not that really helps. Let's see. All right, I'm drawing discard that. That was that move. Then we will do the ongoing. When you play a card, I will gain. Let's see. I'll gain 1 here, and then the exit effect is supplant 1, draw and discard. So I will supplant in red. I'll supplant that feed right there, and then I will draw another card. And I'll get rid of that card. All right, over to you, Don.
Okay. Okay, I am going to use my mastery, and I'm going to discard this Shadow Herb to summon an Inner Fire. So I stun each opposing 1 or 3 slot card, whichever has the higher star value.
Ugh, that is not good value for me. Do I have to block?
Yes.
Oh, no. It's,
And then
1 or 3 slot, Garrett.
yeah, must
right?
activate.
Or Gareth, sorry.
Oh yeah,
the
my bad. That is in
yeah,
the
one or
active.
two.
You are right.
Okay.
Yep. So either way, my
Okay.
hydrophone will trigger.
Yes.
I may regret that move since I don't get my little engine, but I only got 4 cubes, so we'll see what happens. All right, what else you got?
Okay. And then the lady seer left, so I get to supplant, and then I get to draw and discard. So I will supplant down here in the glade, and then draw and discard. Let's discard the warder. And then I did summon a card, so I get both of my Petalamanders to activate. So I get a cube, and let's do 2 cubes in the summit. A very bustling summit.
Very. Okay, my go.
Yes.
Man, you have, oh, goodness. You don't even know. Besides taking all the cards in the study that I always want, 2 times this game you've also played a card right before I do a combo that just gets to me so bad. Oh well, part of the game, I guess. All right, we're gonna kick these guys out.
It's the game within the game. It's the mind games.
Oh yeah, right. All right, I'm just gonna drop a Lady Seer here and throw a cube on over to here. That's it for me. Gareth.
All right. I am going to let's see. We are going to, what do I have? It's all the same. We will go ahead and discard. Oh, well, it's fine. We're just going to do Jelly Cane, and we're just going to gain 2 mastery.
Of course you have a Jelly Cane. That hobby ability is so good too.
That's all I have.
Okay. I am going to play this Tortu. And then I get to grade a card from my discard or preparation area. Okay. That's it.
All right. My go. My last action for the game. I'm going to use 2 for spend my mastery ability here. I'm going to swap 2 cards. I'm going to move our Lady Seer over here every time. And then we're going to just drop another Lady Seer to kick this Lady Seer out. So I get to throw down a cube, and then I get to supplant. Now, I know Javi can supplant 2, so if I was to split them, that's not a bad choice, because even if you supplanted me, I'd still be in a good position. So I think I'm going to get rid of one of each of y'all's. Sorry, it's only 1. So I've got to do, yeah, because if you take me down, I'll be to 6. I guess that'd still be fine, right? Math is so hard. Javi does 2, so he'll go up to 6. Yeah, and you would take me down if you did both of mine. So, yeah, I want to supplant one of Javi's.
That's clearly at 32 and 24. I'm the threat. But yes,
you know what? Good point. I respect. No, I respect it. Well, how many cards you got graded? You got 4 cards graded. Oh, she's got 8 cards graded. Yeah, no, we're gonna supplant her. Well, I was thinking you had 2 cards in hand and you have Javi, so I was not feeling good. But
I
yeah,
will supplant. But I'm just saying, yes, I'm pretty confident I'm in last place.
Yeah,
that's okay though.
And then draw discard. So, and I had nothing anyway. There we go. And I pass. I'm all out.
All right.
Dang, 8 cards graded. Jeez. Well, I got 7.
We will. There's one over there. We'll play a Terra Chick, and we will push this out. It says gain 2. If you aren't winning in this field, gain 1. Place it in the green. I will not be winning because we'll be tied, and so I will go on VP, and that's it. Dawn, over to you.
All right. I will go ahead and play my last card. I will play the Lady Seer and gain 1. Let's go here. That's it.
Gareth, back to you.
We will supplant 2. So we'll use my mastery. 1, 2, 3, 4. So over here we're tied. So we would both get 3, 5. So we'll plant 2 with Dawn. I'll take second. All right, y'all both passed. So then the last thing I will do is I will play the Hydrophone. I will either gain 3 or grade 1 from the prep area. I will grade this Tiger. And then the Jelly Cane exited, so I will grade another one, which will be my Surgeon Strike. And that is it for me. I'm out of cards. So I will pass.
So let's tally this up. So you both will tie in the Peaceful Glade. So 5 VP for the both of you. No need to prepare. We have a tie in the local village as well. So ties, you'll keep the first player token there, but you'll both get 3 VP. And then over here in the summit, I'll take first. Gareth will take second for 4, and Dawn will get 1. All right, and now we got to do the fun part of adding up all the cards that we have. All right, I've got mine. Oof. She ain't added hers yet. Crushing. That is wild. How do you have so many points?
73 total.
How'd you get so many?
I mean, pretty much everything that I graded was 3s and 4s.
Well, I mean, so is mine, but you only had 1 more graded card than me, I thought. Golly. Did you have a bunch of, like, heavy own cards?
I had 6 points.
She summoned a lot more than we did.
Well, sure. Yeah. So, yeah, you got a lot of...
Yeah, I got 6 points from that.
2s and yep. Crushing.
Well, I think this was said before we started recording, but like this is that character is one of my favorite characters just because from a ease of play, kind of getting to the rhythm. Not saying it's super easy or OP'd in any way, but it's super fun just because I think that of all of them that are in the starter. Those are that one is very much, I know what my game plan is. I need to get this engine going. I need to summon cards. I mean, she did a great job with the Salamander and the combos. That's a really fun little pair to play with.
Yeah, I like to get the score the fields a whole bunch because depending on what you're summoning, you might not be cycling through your deck very fast. So grading cards from that aspect is kind of low. So that's what I was doing. I was just like, how fast can I just keep drawing and discarding and like cycling through and grading? That's how I got most of mine, was I graded from recycling back, I think all of them. So that was all the cards I was getting were the draw and discards. But yeah, when you're just getting with summoning like tons and tons of cards, it's kind of hard to, I feel like it's kind of hard to get through your deck, at least for me. Whenever I play her. Javi, though. Javi's really fun just because it's like, oh, I get to play nice and slow, see what everybody else is doing, and then just start supplanting, and then I still got cards because I'm not actually playing cards to supplant. But it is an expensive for mastery, so compared to the others. So they're all a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, good game. We hope that everyone enjoyed watching it as well.
Yep, and make sure you check out our Players versus the Rival YouTube video as well.